Hello everybody, God bless you all in Jesus' most glorious name. It is Friday the 15th of December 2023. I'd like to share a dream that I had around 3 a.m. this morning. Very, very disturbing. Where do I start? There was heaps of different scenes, so I'll just start with the most disturbing ones. I was in the area of King's Cross in Sydney, Australia, but it looked very different. It could have been like in a different timeline. The streets were different, the bar looked different. And in the dream, I was walking down this footpath and it kind of curved like a semicircle and it was really narrow. And the brickwork on the ground was really old-fashioned, and there was a bar to the left, and I could see people in there. And this guy just came out. He was very attractive. He's probably in his 30s, and he had this big smile on his face, and I think he was trying to seduce me. I know, trying to get my attention or something like that. And he told me to wait. He said, "I would love to get you a drink." And I just wanted to go. And he said, no, wait there. I want to get you a really nice drink. He goes inside and I can see he went and got 2 drinks from the bar, one for himself and one for me. And it was really strange. It was like I was watching him, but I was also watching him in the spirit. How can I explain it? It was like I was seeing in the spirit what he was doing, like I could zoom right into his hands and the glasses and what he was doing. He had a bottle of poison and he put poison into my drink and he mixed it in there. He wanted to poison me. And he came back out with the 2 drinks and the poison one he tried to hand to me with this huge smile on his face, like he was super friendly. And in the dream I called him out. I told him that I knew what he was doing. He was trying to poison me. I saw it and I rebuked him in Jesus' name. And his personality changed really quickly, like he knew he was busted. And his face sort of morphed. He wasn't as attractive anymore. And he had on like this really big black coat, like an old-fashioned black coat. And he closed his coat up and he turned his back to me and he started running down this really strange, old-fashioned looking laneway, and he disappeared into the night. And then I walked down there and I walked into a side door. It was really strange. It was like I was going through a door, I was going through a portal, and I ended up in this really old-fashioned bar. And there were some people sitting there, and there was a man at a table, and I think I was trying to give him a gospel tract, and I was trying to tell him about Jesus. And they were all mocking and scoffing in their drunkenness. And they were, using swear words and that. And I wanted to get out of there. And then the scene changed. I wanted to get on a train. And in my mind I was going, I don't know why, but Goulburn popped up. I don't know why. But Goulburn popped up and I wanted to go on a train to head towards there. But something in my spirit said, don't go on this train. And this train, it wasn't like a normal train. It was really, really weird. How can I explain it? You know those coal trains where they put all the coal in? It looked like one of those, but it was a very, very, very short one where you can just like step into it and just sit down. And I was like at the front of it. Like it was like the front carriage and it was just moving on its own. And it started going really fast and I ended up in this tunnel and it looked like I was inside the earth. It was all cave-like, but it was dug out to look like some old, very old, it could have been hundreds of years old, like an underground tunnel that goes into the earth that only a certain train can go in there. And the train started going really fast and then there was all these beams up like overhead, and I had to put my head down because it would have just hit me in the head and taken my head clean off. So I'm laying down and I'm kind of laying on my side, and in my dream I had very long silky golden like hair. I'm a brunette, but in my dream I had this really long silky golden hair, and it was way past my shoulders, and it just like, because I laid to my side and my head was on the side of this coal carriage looking thing, and my hair kept slinking out of it on the outside, and I kept trying to pull my hair back in, and then the train slowed down and stopped. It was somewhere in the earth, somewhere underground, and this guy, I felt so much evil coming from him. He was wearing like an old-fashioned station master's suit, but a really formal one, and it was a dark blue. And it reminded me of, I don't know if you've seen that movie, and I pray that you don't watch it. I don't recommend it. It is very wicked. I saw it many years ago before I got saved. It was called Midnight Meat Train. And when that train goes, it goes underground, but it takes a different train line, and it goes down deep into the earth where all the reptilians and that are. And the train conductor comes through, and like he's part of the, I don't know, the system where they do what they do. Anyway, looked pretty much like him, and he was wearing like a uniform similar to his. Now, this guy came around the front of this train carriage where it stopped, and I'm laying on my side and I'm praying that he doesn't see me. But my hair kept slipping out the side, and I kept trying to like pull my hair back in so he couldn't know I was there. And when I felt his presence just walking past over to the left and down past the carriage, I felt that this man was going to do something wicked to me. And then he's walking back, and then he comes back up and he stops right near where my hair's hanging out. And I could see down, it was like I could see through the train. I could see the legs of calves, like very young cows. I could see their hooves and their legs, and they were very young. And there was probably maybe 10 of them or something. And in my mind, I knew sacrifice. They were going to sacrifice these calves or bulls. And I can't explain it. It was like I was in the physical and in the spirit, and I don't remember it all. This guy that was dressed like that conductor had a huge sword and came up and he beheaded me. He cut my head off. And then the scene changed. I was at the front of this mega church, but this thing was so huge, and it had very, very, very high ceilings, and it had like chandeliers, and it was very elegant. It was massive, and there was heaps of people waiting outside this huge line to go in, because they're going to have like music and entertainment and raffles, and people were going to win stuff, and had all these raffle tickets. As you go, and they'll give you a raffle ticket. And there was this woman in front of me. She was white. She's probably in her 20s, a bit chubby. She was so excited, like full of joy that she was going to win something, and she grabbed a whole bunch of raffle tickets, just being greedy. And then I took a couple and I walked in, and I went and sat on this side. They had pews up like on balconies and that, because this is how big this place was. And I went and sat next to this Scottish lady who, in my dream, she was my ex-mother-in-law. And she's sitting there and she's holding a small child. I don't know who that was, and I'm sitting there and she's talking to me, and she's telling me that she saw me get beheaded. And because I didn't remember like anything of it, all I remember was like in the train, in the earth, and that wicked man. And I asked her, I said, was it fast? Was it painless? How did I react? What happened? And she was like taking me through every stage of me being beheaded, like there was more to it. But I don't remember what she was telling me. So yeah, I got beheaded. And then I woke up, and it was 3:10 a.m. in the morning. And yeah, very, very strange dream. But look at the thumbnail in the of this video, and it's got a screenshot of that conductor. He's wearing a uniform and a hat like that, and the tunnel looked like that, like an old-fashioned tunnel with one of those old coal trains, but it was very, very low that you can actually sit in it and see around you. And I was at the front carriage. It was going really fast, but inside the tunnel, it looked like you were deep inside the earth. It was cave-like, but it was constructed as an underground tunnel that hasn't been used for hundreds of years, maybe even over 1,000 years. See, I just wanted to share that with you, and yeah, give me your thoughts on that. I love you all in Jesus' most glorious name, and yeah, God bless. Bye-bye.